Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you how to sew this waistcoat that I am putting on right here on this video. Yes, you can even decide to make it a shade. You can just decide to button it up, and I am making this cloth with Ankara, and I use just 1.5 yard to do this tutorial. So you guys stay tuned, and please do well to like, to subscribe, and to comment, and also to share it with people that will need it. And thank you so much for all your support, all your comment. I see it. Thank you so much. So without wasting much of your time, let's go into the real business. So I'll be using the pattern paper to draft this dress for you. Then I've already gone ahead to mark my starting line, and from that my starting line I will come down to my bust point, and then I will come down to my under bust to my waist, and then I will marking my hip. And after marking my hip, I'll just go ahead and use the full pattern paper, and also note that I am using the back. I am cutting the back piece first. So this is the back piece. So I will mark my shoulder divided by 2, and then I'll come down to get my shoulder slope. You can also do the same, and note that this is our back piece, so we are cutting from the back piece. And then this is, I'm going to mark my neck width, and then which is 3 inch, and for this for the back, and then for the and then I will mark the depth, which is 1 inch. And note that this is the back piece, so I'll keep on reminding you this is where we are starting with the back piece. So after cutting my neckline, my shoulder, I'll just go ahead and use my ruler to rule out everything, and my cuff rule to rule everything. And then what I'm going to do now is to come down to my chest line. So for my chest line, I will mark in 7 inch. I will go ahead and rule it out. So what I'm going to be doing now is to go ahead and mark my round bust measurement divided by 4, and I will mark it, and then I will also add 2 inches sewing allowance to it. So you can also do the same thing. So what I'm going to be doing now is to divide my armhole into 2 to get my midpoint, and then after that I will just mark the point. Then I will use my cuff ruler to cuff it, to rule it, and join it like this, just as you see me do. So you guys, I'll go ahead and start marking my nipple to nipple measurement from the chest line down to the hip line. Then after that, I'll go ahead and draw it out, just as I am doing on this video. Then I'll go ahead and mark my dart. For my dart, I will taking the both side by half an inch, which is 1 inch. Then on my hip line, I will come up by 2 inch, and then that is where the dart is going to be starting from. Then on my chest line, I'll come down by 1 inch, and then I will connect it like that from the hip line, from the place I marked 2 inch up to the chest line. Then I will go ahead and connect it with my cuff rule. You can use your free hand and connect it to the line, to the armhole line. And after that, this is what it looks like. So what I'm just going to do is to go ahead and start taking my round body measurement, which I've already done that on my bust point. So you're just going to take your round body measurement, and then you mark it, you add sewing allowance to it, and then you join the point together and go ahead and start cutting your pattern paper. So we're not going to cut everything. We're just going to cut out the main point, and then for the front piece, now we are going to just put the back piece on top of the front piece, and then we are going to take 1.5 inch outside, which is going to take as our flap, the place that we are going to use to put our button. So after that, we're just going to start marking all the points, and then after marking all the points using the back piece, I'll just go ahead and connect it like this, just as you see me do, and then I will take my nipple to nipple. I'll just do everything that I did on the back piece, and then I'll go ahead and start joining my darts. My darts, I also took half an inch on the both side, just as I did on the back piece, just like this. And then I will join it. After joining it now, I'm just going to take my round measurement. Though I've already marked out the point using the back, so I will just take my round body measurement divided by 4, and then I will also add sewing allowance, and then I will add my dart allowance, and then I will connect it to join each other, and this is what it looks like. So next thing we're going to do now is to do our armhole curve. So we're just going to use our ruler and rule it out like this. Then I will use my free hand to connect this to the armhole point, just like this. You can use ruler, you can use your curve rule, you can also use your free hand. If your hand is not shaking, you can use your free hand, just like I did in this video. So guys, this is just what it looks like. So now what I'm going to do now is to take that our cup. If you check that our front side, you see that the dress did not start from the beginning. So I will come down by 3 inch. Yes, I will use my ruler, and then I will rule it out, and then from the starting line to give me that pointy shape, just to give me that pointy waistcoat shape. You see how the waistcoat is. So this is what I'm trying to get on this video. So now on this down part, now I want it to have that sharp, that kind of curve shape. So I'll just come up by 2 inch. Then I will use my ruler and connect it from the dart line like this to this part, and connect it and join it together like this. And then we are just going to start cutting out the dress. So even the back piece, I will also use my curve rule. I'll connect it to the hip line like this. So I will just go ahead and start cutting the pattern paper. After I'm done cutting the pattern paper, I am going to place the pattern paper on the main fabric. That is the material I'll be using to sew this dress. Then I'll cut it off camera. Then after cutting it, I will bring it back. So I will just cut the lining and the main dress together at once. Then after that, I will take it back to the camera and show you guys how it looks like. So you guys, this is what it looks like. I am done cutting the dress, and this is how exactly what it looks like after cutting it. As you can see, this is the back piece. These two parts you're seeing here is the back piece, is the back of our dress, and this is exactly what it looks like. And this is the front piece. This is the front piece, and this is what it looks like. So I will just go ahead and start sewing it. I will sew both the lining and the main fabric like this. I cut it both the lining and the main fabric, each of them. Even the back piece, I cut the lining and the main fabric together. So I'm done with cutting. What we are going to do next is to go ahead and start sewing it. So I've finished joining it like this, and this is how it looks like after joining it. And this is the lining part, and this part is the front part. So I'm just going to use this front part now and show you how you're going to sew it. And then what we are going to do now is to go ahead and start joining, placing the lining on the main fabric and start sewing it. So we are going to just sew the neckline, and then we'll sew it round like this. So you make the right side facing each other, just as you see me do, so that when you turn it, the other part will go inside. It's only the right part that will be showing, so that your sewing will be neat. So after sewing it, you just have to leave some part so that you use it to turn it. And this is what it looks like. I have finished sewing these ones, and this is how it looks like. just as I said that you have to make the right side to face each other so that after everything to come out neat. And that is the hole that I left so that I use it to turn it out. And this is the back part. So we are almost done. So now what we are going to do now, we are going to start joining the shoulder to shoulder. So I will just place the front shoulder on top of the back piece. So I will sew the shoulder like this. Yes, I will just place it like this, and then I will sew it by half an inch. I will sew the both sides like this. I will sew half an inch both the I will sew half an inch on the both shoulder. Then after sewing it, I will bring it back so that you see what it looks like. So you can go ahead and sew your own on your sewing machine. So you guys, this is what it looks like. This is the sewing and this is the other part. And as you can see, we're almost done. What we are going to do now is to go ahead and start joining our body together. We're just going to sew. I'm going to sew it by 1 inch. I will sew it down to this other part. I will sew the both side by 1 inch, and then we are almost done. This is the last sewing that we are going to do. And you guys, this is our outfit. This is our dress. It is ready. This is our waistcoat. So this is how it looks like after everything. And you guys, thank you so much for watching, and please do well to like, to comment. Please like this video, it's going to help me, and also comment just to encourage me by commenting, by liking, and by subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and do well, and see you in our next video. Bye.